We are in Egypt because we have no place else to go. No, we're constant travelers, and we found ourselves. We wanted to be circumnavigating the Mediterranean, and we really want to go to countries we have not been to before. And so we found ourselves in the eastern part of the Mediterranean, and here we are in Egypt. Our background was publishing, and it got to the point where our kids were on their own, postgraduate, and we were post-publishing.
Okay.
You know, it was a combination of publishing going south and our being done with it. And yeah, so it was really a time when we felt like we could revert to our childhood, meaning our 20s, and just travel. And we did travel in our 20s, and we returned to that, and we felt like that was where we belonged. It is sort of a perfect amount of freedom and discovery. Really, when we started traveling 5 years ago, we each had our separate blogs. So Travel Past 50 is really only
2 years old.
2 years old.
Okay.
When we decided, oh, this is stupid, we should really do what we're doing together, since we have worked and lived together all these years. So Travel Past 50 is the combined travel blog.
Okay.
We do a bit of freelance as well, but it's focused on travelpast50.com.
Okay. And am I allowed to ask how old you guys are?
We're older than 50.
Okay.
I wanted to, as soon as I turned 60, I wanted to call it Travel Past 40. And now I'm 62 and Tom is 63.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you are trying to encourage other people, essentially not in their 20s, who want to experience travel again, no matter how old they are. Basically, that's your idea, right?
Yeah. I mean, let me say that, I mean, we certainly, as Kris said, traveled in our 20s, and I highly recommend it because you have more energy and fewer things to hold you back. I mean, when we got married quite a long time ago now, on our honeymoon, decided to quit our jobs and move to Spain, which we did. And, went over there without speaking Spanish and with no job or anything, and just figured it out as we went, and ended up being in Spain for a couple of years. Wow. I tell you, I mean, we had this big old house in Minneapolis, and we were paying a fortune in property taxes and heating and what have you to keep this house up. And it's almost, I mean, it's cheaper for us to be on the road than it was to own that house.
I love that statement right there.
And
it's true.
And
we have no monthly bills.
We have,
except for health insurance.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's a fixed expense really is health insurance. We spend almost no money on clothes or, anything else. So, I mean, I own I think I've got 5 shirts and 5 pairs of underwear and 7 pairs of socks. And that's my entire wardrobe.
So you just don't wear pants?
Well, only when I have to. That's why you only see me from here up.
To own a home and to afford to heat it and to pay property taxes in Minneapolis is significant. We decided to trade that expense for traveling. It is a leap. It is diving off in the deep end, but not if you can trust that you can land someplace. If you know that you can pick yourself up and get a job again, or you can, so we sold our house, so we sold our stuff. So what? We can make ourselves a home again if we want to, when we want to. We don't want or need to do that right now.
And now that you're 5 years in, what do you think about that decision?
Oh, no looking back. I mean, absolutely, the best thing that we could have done. I never thought that we would travel this long without any base. But the more we travel, the more I feel like I want to travel. The more I see, the more I want to see. It's just, it can be addicting. I have to say. I mean, I like the world map in the back.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's right above my computer that I normally work on. And I sit there and I just stare at it when I should be working.
Yeah.
I love having a map in the room. It's
Yeah. We're about where your left eye is, I would guess.
Yeah, we're right.
Oh my gosh.
Right there.
We're at the very bottom of the Sinai Peninsula.
Right here?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We're in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, which is at the southern tip of the Sinai.
Yeah, we're where the Suez, the Gulf of Suez, and the Red Sea meet.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
There we are.
Nice. Gosh, that's so easy. Isn't that so cool that we can be on Skype so far across the world?
Yes, it really is.